Hey, what's up guys? This is Joe from Phandroid, and this is the LG V20. And today I want to show you guys how to use and what you can do with the second screen. And that is this screen across the top that I have my recent app showing in right now. And that's kind of one of the unique features of the V10 and now the V20 is the second screen. So we'll go into the settings, and there is an entire section for the second screen. And in here, you can do a couple things. So first, we can do show when main screen is on. So right now, the screen is on, and this is where I can decide what I want to show when the screen is on. So we can go into the settings here, and there are a bunch of different things you can choose. And the more that you select here, it'll basically cycle through those. So right now I have recent apps selected, and so it's showing the 5 most recent apps that I've opened across the top, and that's really nice for quickly jumping into the things that you've done. But there's also a lot of different things. Like you can choose specific apps. You could have a music player, contacts, some tools, or just a signature and calendar events. And so if I turn more of these on, it's going to kind of cycle through these, and I can use my finger to swipe between them. So turn quick tools on, now I have that, and I can switch between these two. And you can also rearrange them to whoever you want, and some of them have more options, so I could choose which quick tools show up. So that's what you can do when the screen is on, and if you don't want that, you can also just turn it off and then it'll be blank. Now the other thing you can do is decide what to see when the main screen is off. So if we go into here, there's not as many options, but we can have the default screen be date and time or signature. You can put whatever you really want there, name, maybe like an email address if you list your phone, something like that, and you can set that right here. There's also quick tools again, and again you can choose whatever ones you want to see here. And then you can have it turn off at a specific time because maybe you put your phone on the nightstand at night and you don't want the second screen to be glowing in your room. So you could have it turn off at a specific time. And so when I turn the screen off, we can see now it shows the date and time. And I can swipe over to the quick tools. And if I had notifications, they would also show right now. And that's kind of cool because then you can see if there's anything worth looking at before unlocking your phone. Now there's also one more thing you can do, and that's in this more section, and you can show time while content is shown. So basically, when you're watching a video such as YouTube, now when I rotate into landscape mode, it's going to move the time and the status information and notifications to the second screen so I can still see it. And that's the second screen. It's an interesting feature that you can't get on any other Android phone right now, and it's kind of unique. There's some uses for it that make a lot of sense, and then there's some things that don't make a lot of sense, but it's there and it's cool. So this is the LG V20. Stay tuned for more about this phone, and we'll see you in the next one.